Okay, so more interesting stuff on uh, the tambour strips. So what I have done in the meantime, obviously, like I have done that shaping, completed on that shaping, and also like I've rounded off like the corners or the ends. So that's all done, and this is like a simple like a jig that we made to align these tambour strips. Nothing complicated about that. It's obviously like a wonderful idea by Paul Sellers, but making this is not too complicated. So MDA for a plywood works. So I have this plywood, so I just use that. So plywood piece, I screwed uh, one piece here, like a thin strip here, which is slightly above the tambour rails. I planed this side so that these are all jointed, and then this side when I screwed, I made sure that this is 90 degree. Like I used a framing square to screw it 90 degree. These all the tambour strips, then I butt it up against the ends and then screwed this piece. So this is going to be 90 degree, like things go well. And this is another short piece that I have screwed. The idea is that uh, when I have to clamp this in tight, like to push this in tight. So this is like just one rectangular piece of wood that I have sawed corner to corner, so that I can just tighten these by wedging action. So I can hammer this in and this will tighten. So now if I try to do that, this is going to pop up. So this is like another two pieces super glued piece of wood here, this thin stock. So idea is that again I'll screw this in here so that it holds these ends in place so that these don't pop up. So those are the two things I have prepared. But before I do that, as you can see, I'm not sure how much of it is clearly visible. I can maybe try to pull this in a little bit even closer. Lot of steps I have to follow. So right now these things, the good side, the face side is up. I don't want that. That's just, I wanted to see how it looks, because I will be gluing from the other side. So I have to turn these all the pieces upside down really. Again, I have used all the 28 pieces. I don't know how much I need really. Hopefully I will need all of these can be used, or this one is tight, or if it is if I have extra, then I can always cut a piece at the end. I don't think I can, I mean extras would not really matter as much, but we'll see. It's good to have one or two extra than finding it short. So once I turn this in, because the underside or the other side of these tambour strips, they are, I have not cut. So you remember I was thinking should I round off these edges? I should not be, because I'll be gluing this surface with the fabric. So I don't want any space there for the glue to drip in. So glad I didn't do that. So so once I turn these in upside down, ideally once I clamp these in, there should not be any gap. Ideally, so the glue, I don't see any glue slipping in. So there is a one piece of let me push this in because I'm finding it hard. So one of the strips is quite tight. I can leave it at that, or I can take a file and make sure that also eases in, because normally I would not want anything that is too tight or too rigid. So this is the one. So let me see if I can do a micro adjustment or a correction. That's good enough. I don't want to go on the other side. So I just filed it a little bit more. That's it on the end. These are all going in fine. Now you can spend your time to just align it to a certain pattern if you want, but they all look good, so I don't mind this. So one more thing, when I glue in the fabric, I don't want the fabric to be glued till the very end, because this will be like going inside the rails. So 3 by 8 inch groove. So I will at least leave half an inch. So I'll put a masking tape there. Let me move on. This is the tape I had. This is 1.5 inches. I need half inch on each side. Let me see how what I can do. You can I will need around this length. So I hope the glue stays like what I did there, because I will be taking it out. Around half an inch on each side, so I don't mind it gluing like a 16th over half an inch. So I'll, like, just to make sure that this is a little bit tight, I will put in the wedges now and try to get it a little bit tight. Not too much, just so that they are held in place. Oops, no, didn't work out too well. I could use a, let's see. I mean, this should work. That's fine. I had just enough tape there for this side. The whole goal is like to prevent glue from slipping in there. Now this one, let's see, I can go like slightly above 1 inch. Doesn't need to be super accurate. So I think I had jointed the plywood face, but it's not a critical. Making sure this is like well seated. That should be good enough. Now to hold these things in place, I will screw these in. I have pre-drilled these pieces. Let me see. This goes to the other side. This one goes here. I mean, just a certain set of steps before we start gluing in, we need to follow. doing it for the first time, so don't want to miss out on a step, because once we start putting the glue, it's difficult, like probably too difficult to back out. So let me 1 2 3 4, I will need 4 screws. And by the way, the thin strips that I had glued to this one, they are around half an inch. I hope. I mean, see, they are around that. They need to be greater than 3/8. I guess so. So now this is like holding those in place. Let me put the other side also. So now they won't belly up, hopefully, and I can like push these wedges in. Now I've been quite desperately trying to find a Warrington hammer or a cross-peen hammer, as they call in US, I think. Tried to find a vintage one, they were quite expensive. So this is one I just got recently. This is a Picard, I think made in Germany. Cost me $26 or so. So hopefully like this will be a good one for me. Just tapping in to see like they are all set. Like I from my eyes, I think like almost 80 to 90% of the gaps are gone. There are a little bit of gaps I can see with my eyes. Hopefully the glue is thick enough, it won't get inside those pieces to cause any harm. The next thing we do now is like to add some roughness or tooth into this one. The reason being, we are like, it's just like almost similar to a veneer. So when we put in the fabric, we want the glue to dissipate and those air bubbles to dissipate as much as possible. So if we keep it super smooth, so that it's likely going to be too much of like bubbles. The way I have seen Paul do it is using this saw as a toothing plane. So I will try to do the same. Making sure especially the I get to the corners or like the ends. This would not hopefully drastically change the set of the saw, because this is spring steel, so they would pop back up and they wouldn't bend permanently. as I understand. Again, that's I think that good enough. This feels rough to the hands, which we want. Use a brush to wipe it out, or one important thing I have not done yet. Once I start putting the glue, I need to have my piece of fabric ready. I wish I had kept this wedges a little bit longer, but that's fine because this ends. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, see. So let me get the fabric ready. I mean, it's just a simple sheet actually, or like you can call it a thin blanket. It's more like the cotton. I'll probably like extend it on all the sides by more than I need, because I don't know how accurate I can be. I will like extend it a little bit longer, because I want to keep room there, like to put a, what do you call that, a base. Yeah, this thing should be good. So this is my fabric, so I kept it ready. One thing I will need is a hot iron to make sure it's smooth and flat, like after I put the glue in. So let me keep all the stuff ready. So hopefully I'm keeping all the stuff ready. So I will be using this roller for the glue. If it doesn't work, maybe I will use this pad to spread it. I don't know which one will work better. I cannot find a tray, silicone tray or something to hold the glue, so probably I will use this piece of plastic for my glue. And then let me also heat my iron. This is a workshop, so I have to keep an eye on that one. So that's my hot iron, just keeping it ready so that it's stays nice and warm, or nice and hot, not warm. Now I don't know if I could use my regular yellow wood glue, or would that be too hard for this? I have no idea. So I have seen Paul use white PVA glue, which is supposed to be slightly more like foldable. So I have bought this Tide Bond multi-purpose glue, so which is white, and it says that it's also for fabric. So I'm trying to make sure I have enough glue there. And yes, I have never used this paint roller or a brush in my life. So this is the first time. I want to be a little bit quick because I don't know what's the setting time of this one. Important thing is to get till these corners. I think that's it. Trying to make sure I get to the corners, get as much of the bubbles out with my hands, like so that once I come with my hot iron, ideally like that should clear out any remaining. The corners, every place, like I can reach with my fingers. Seems like I have got most of the bubbles out. Like now, let me get this regular household iron. This helps get rid of the bubbles as well as like help the glue to be dry or set. I have no idea how strong this is going to be, this glue. I'm hoping it works out just fine. Yeah, I just leave it at that. Let me unplug the hot iron because that's not something I want to keep it on. I will leave it for it to now dry up naturally. So yeah, while I am waiting for this, what could I work on? I have to work on the bottom strip, which is going to be as long as these strips, and I am going to make a groove out of on that. So I'll come back for that. Let me see if I can keep the stock ready. I may have to bandsaw, like resaw a piece of wood. I don't think I have anything ready. This is the stock I have. So I have to cut to like 2-inch wide, 3/4 inch thick. Let me see. I want to do that all by hand. I had a that number 78 plane. So see if I can bring that to use. So I will need a maximum of 25 inches. So let's see, is this 2 inches wide? I'll rough cut this one right now so that gets easier for me to handle. Same thing, the fundamentals I will plane this side smooth. Is there a twist there? I will be working on my own winding sticks pretty soon, because I've told it many times, like I bought these like winding sticks when I was very new to woodworking, no experience or anything. So I thought like even though these are quite simple to make, I thought like I was not confident in my abilities. So I thought if I get this wrong, all my work would be accuracy of my work would be compromised. So yeah, definitely I see a twist here. This side is high. Yeah, this side. So corner to corner. Winding sticks do exaggerate the distortion or the twist. That's the whole point of using winding sticks. So a few shavings could actually this is good now. So like barely a few shavings because that was so exaggerated. So this is now twist free. So that's my face mark. I can put my face mark here lightly. Now I want to get this edge, face edge. There is a big hump there. Maybe more efficient would be a plane with a deeper set. I mean, this is supposed to be a smoothing plane. Now I can go back to my long sole plane. I got a full uniform shaving. If I got this 90 degree, then the side away from me is higher, so I have to compensate for that. That is pretty good to begin with, but towards this front edge there is still a little bit to make up. So this side is fine. This is pretty good now. Maybe just one more shaving here in the middle area, just like I'm nitpicking now to improve my accuracy. That should be good actually. Yeah, this is good. I need this 2-inch wide, so Let me get to a this is more accurate than the screw adjustment. I feel like you just tap it on the bench. I may have to go a little bit less than 2 inch because this is just, which is fine because the stock is, I don't have that much so this one I will just I was hoping I will go with a scrub plane, that 78, but it's so less that actually I think this side is even better. So what I will do is change my, I mean, this is what happens sometimes, I guess. I just opted for the better registration surface, and then I will try to fix the other one, like if it is, so this is like a close to a 16th less than 2. It's uniform, I don't mind it. Now I have to cut this stock to, or like resaw it to 3/4 of an inch. This is where I normally like go to the bandsaw, but this, since this is just one piece, I'll have some fun here. So 3/4 of an inch. Now, another reason I like bandsaw is that so if I resaw it, the other part, I could actually use it, like salvage it. Right now I'm probably going to use my scrub plane. It's pretty thick, thin strip, so I don't think I can really make use of that. So let me practice my, or like test out my new 78 scrub plane. This is a good opportunity, I hope. Yeah, and I will use my pencil to mark this line so that it's more visible. And maybe sawing this piece is faster, but I really want to enjoy the resawing part with my, not the resawing part, the validate my 78 scrub plane. Let's see. I can take a deeper set. It's now cutting pretty smooth. Oops, that was too much. That's like, so I'm creating a bevel. I don't need to traverse on this one, I hope, but just want to show this how rapid this was. We'll do the other side now. This side was probably even quicker. Now, if it were a wider board, I would do this traversing. But I think this is so narrow that I don't need. One thing I cannot explain on camera, it's so easy on the hands. I haven't even lubricated the sole, so it's thinner and probably sharp. Now if I am in doubt whether this is straight or not, just to like proof of concept of this traversing. So sometimes we try to give this pattern to a like a vintage look on a tabletop. So it looks really nice to me. Maybe I'll try that someday. Just to show like how much material I took out. This is the gauge line. This side a little bit more because I wasn't able to see it properly, but I can do that now. Now I can go with my, probably I could take a few more passes, but let's see. Normally, like jack plane, we want to take it with a deeper set. Just checking how close I am. Little bit more at the beginning. This side I'm pretty sure like normally like we don't have to use the winding sticks because if we can plane to the gauge line, that's I'm pretty sure there is a hollow at the bottom. Yeah, I could look at my gauge line and tell. So just take a few shavings from that end. Now I will back out my iron. Maybe a little bit more. I think this is accurate. This is like very accurate now. I'm just trying to get it like super accurate, which I don't need to for this case. Yeah, so this stock is ready. Let me break the corners. That's it. I will keep my planes back because while I was sharpening I left a few droplets of water. There is a little bit sign of rust. Glad I caught it early, and so it's all good. I should be a little bit more careful about the tools. Yeah, I'll be back later and continue on that one. Hopefully the tambour would be all done by then. All right.